It is April 2019, and that means it's National Poetry Month again, and that means that Metaphor Dice is back with a new Kickstarter campaign to fund our first expansion set, which is going to be called the ERUDITION edition. It's going to be filled with words that are just a little bit more challenging, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more erudite. If you're new to Metaphor Dice, they've been helping writers of all levels think and write more figuratively because they demonstrate with every roll of the dice that a metaphor is really just an equation between two words. It's an equation that essentially says, let this idea be equal to this thing plus this adjective. But since the variables of the equation are on dice, they can be swapped out and rearranged. For instance, you might roll, memory is a handed down mirror, but then think, no, it's a handed down blessing. And then say, no, it's a backhanded blessing, or is it a backhanded curse? Oh no, wait, if we're talking about backhanded curses, we must be talking about my father. Now, of course, all of those words come from the first set, so none of them is eligible to be included in the ERUDITION edition. Those words are going to be a little more challenging, as I said, a little more rare, a little more beautiful, not necessarily all massive vocabulary words. I am no fan of gratuitous sesquipedalia, but I do have a soft spot in my heart, a penchant, if you will, for big words that are also kind of short words. Words like dearth, spry, and darg. So I can promise you that the final mix of words on the ERUDITION edition will be a good mix of smile-worthy words. So it might be possible to roll a metaphor like the flawed but human gauntlet of trust. How's that for a metaphor that needs to be unpacked and examined in about 10 minutes of free writing? Metaphor Dice have been around for less than a year, but they have already been called a game changer for teaching creative writing in the classroom. But teachers aren't the only ones who love them. If you search social media for the hashtag Metaphor Dice, you will see dozens and dozens of poems and photos of rolls and videos of people reading poems based on those rolls that people have been posting since last year. So please, go to Kickstarter, find our campaign, Metaphor Dice, the ERUDITION edition, and back us. It would be a gesture on your part that would not just be altruistic, not magnanimous, but it would be a curative to my soul, a panacea to my sense of trust, which in these days is too often showing the effects of running the flawed but human gauntlet. Thanks very much.